This is Thunder Extra. I'm Joe Masato, joined by columnist Barry Trammell. Barry, the NBA's transaction window is opening. We're recording on a Tuesday. It opened at 11 a.m. Tuesday. So far, not very much happening in the NBA. Not much happening with the Thunder either. But what do you expect to happen maybe in the next week while this transaction window is open?
Well, I mean, the Thunder's going to have to make a decision or try to make a decision on Lou Dort. He's really sort of the man in the crosshairs of this pandemic as it relates to NBA contracts. He's on a two-way contract, which means he's not really part of the 15-man roster, even though he is part of the starting lineup. So they got to make a decision. Lou Dort has to make a decision. He's got options. He does not have to sign. It appears that the NBA has come out and said two-way players will be eligible for the playoffs. So the Thunder is set there if Dort remains on a two-way. But, that is really, to me, it sort of worked out well for Lou Dort, who sort of got the short end of the stick. Guy gets undrafted out of Arizona State, signs a two-way contract with the Thunder, plays for the Oklahoma City Blue. Andre Robertson didn't come back. Terrence Ferguson had some issues. All of a sudden, the Thunder needed some ball players. They throw Lou Dort out there, and what do you know? He can play. He's had some decent offense and plays excellent defense. And now he's sort of sitting in the catbird seat.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the Thunder really has those two options. Either, convert Lou Dort's two-way deal into a full-time contract. And if they do that, which I think is most likely, that opens up a two-way roster spot. So the Thunder could actually bring another player to Orlando. Or, they could surprise us all, keep Lou Dort on a very cheap contract, keep him as a two-way player, and potentially sign a free agent. There's some names out there. Alan Crabb, Gerald Green, CJ Miles. I'm mentioning some of the shooters that the Thunder might be interested in. How likely do you think that is?
It's not particularly likely for a couple of reasons. One, just the uncertainty of everything that's going on. Thunder doesn't really like to deal in uncertainty. And number two, I think there'll be a decent amount of market for somebody like Alan Crabb, who's, pretty good shooter. On the other hand, the Thunder almost annually just pick somebody up off the scrap heap, either a buyout guy or somebody picked up in a nothing trade, what I call the Randy Foye club. So, it wouldn't surprise me if that happened, but I do think it's not likely. Think about all the time picked up guys in March, and they have a month to acclimate, but these guys are going to start playoffs in. They're going to play 8 games, it looks like, in Orlando. And, that's not a lot of get ready time for someone trying to win a playoff series.
Right. Yeah. I think, there's not going to be any huge sweeping changes. I think they're going to keep the group pretty much intact, maybe add a two-way guy, but we will see. The transaction window stays open for a week. And we'll see what happens after that. But thank you for listening to the latest edition of Thunder Extra.